Hello everybody, welcome to this special presentation. Today we're Wednesday, October 29. We have the honor to host Mr. Ghislain Lemire, CEO of Urbanimmersive. If we take a look at the company, that's a microcap, a company that's not really active in terms of a volume, but technically speaking, it did break that resistance here. So right now in Urbanimmersive, I think if ever we could see slightly more volume, more trading uptick on the upside, that might confirm an entry point on Urbanimmersive. So Mr. Lemire is there to tell us why his company represents your next investment. But before we interview Mr. Lemire, we're going to put a document sharing to describe you what does the company do, what are they like, what are the strengths and their weaknesses. So the document sharing button will be lighting up and you'll be able to download this document. So Mr. Lemire, thank you for coming by again.
Thank you, Ghislain.
Excellent. So now let's talk with the major agreement that you had with APCHQ.
Yeah, we just signed this agreement during the summer. In fact, September, for me, it was still the summer. It was so hot outside. I'm joking. No, it's an important agreement because APCHQ, we have to say it's the largest home builders association in Canada. Basically, it's a Quebec association, but they're largest in Canada. And it's a big stamp on our technology. There's no doubt. We were expecting that for for a big company to go with our technology for a while. Basically, the deal is that they're gonna have a new portal that will list all their home builders, all their members, and they will ask them for at least have a virtual tour that comes from Urbanimmersive. So you can imagine today we're serving around 200, 300 home builders in Quebec, Urbanimmersive as a customer. They have 17,000 members. So in terms of cash flow, it's really stabilizing Urbanimmersive for the future, I can tell, because not only they will cut a check of $200,000 for the deal, but in terms of revenue, they're going to resell our technology. They're going to resell also other products that we have. And no, it's a good deal. We're very happy with it.
So if I understand right, those will be recurring revenues.
Recurring revenue, yeah. We have monthly revenue royalties per customer, per members. Each month we have transactional revenues from the visual content and so on. There's a diversity of revenue from this deal. Yeah.
Now, in terms of the results from your last quarter, good results, and because revenues increase, costs decrease, but what were they? How could you explain those good results, and do you feel good about those results?
Yeah, thank you, Kristen, to say that it's a good result. Honestly, for us, they under our expectations. I mean, we want to have better result than that. Basically, the last quarter, what the quarter says is that we know where to focus our energy and our cash. So we have decreased our expenses and we are only targeting, the activity that generate revenue. So we stabilize our revenue, but we were still during this quarter in a phase of test and try. We've been that for years. When you launch a new technology like us, where it's very innovative technology, we need to find customers. You test and try a lot of things. This is basically for us the end. We're not testing anymore. Things. We found our business model, that we want to sell a technology, the ecosystem that comes with it.
How is it going to be? What are the areas you're going to focus on right now?
Well, basically, the deal that we've signed with APCHQ, we will look to sign other deals like this. And we provide to APCHQ much more than just our immersive technology. We're providing them the web portal, the CMS, content management system, the marketplace, so that their customer can order our immersive tour through a network of photographers, and we're also providing them a micro website, which we call 3D website with our technology. So basically, there's a lot of things that we can call a turnkey solutions for our targeted customer are basically web portal, real estate web portals that list a lot of home for sale. So you have builders, you have real estate agents. You can consider companies like Remax, Sutton, and so on. Those are the kind of customer we're target, and we want to sell the same kind of deal that we've done with APCHQ. In all or in parts, because our solution can be also offered in parts.
Now, you also, with the deal with APCHQ, you closed a $500,000 placement. How would you allocate that money?
First of all, we've been forced to raise this money.
Explain
in a way of saying that we're, like you said at the beginning, we're a micro cap, and for a little company like Urbanimmersive with $1 million in revenue, to co-brand our technology with APCHQ, which is a very large association, a lot of credibility on the market. So they wanted to make sure that we will survive, the next 5 years.
Okay.
And they have considered that the new revenues they're going to bring inside Urbanimmersive with this financement of $500,000, we will be in a healthy position in terms of finance. So we raised this money. There's La Caisse de Dépôt. We're very proud to have to be backed by the Caisse de Dépôt. We have Cotsan. And we also take a loan of $100,000. And basically it's going to be for the cash flow, marketing, operation, and to sustain also our research and development efforts.
Excellent. Now, in terms of your technology, we have a video here that we can show during the presentation to show how your technology works. In the last interview, you said that you wanted to add some features in the technology to make sure that you could have recurring revenues. It was a challenge for you guys. So have you made some changes in your technology? And what will be the plan to continue to generate recurring revenues? Because it's a challenge for you guys, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know what? When we spoke, it was a year and a half
ago. Yeah, a year and a half,
into
2013,
something like that. So we were looking to add features inside our immersive tour, and we did realize that, it was good with generating revenues, but not enough. Not enough. So instead of adding features on our technology, we integrated our technology into an ecosystem. So it comes today with a turnkey solution for our customers. It's not just a virtual tour. It's a complete web solution from the web portal, CMS, the marketplace, and so on. So we changed our mind. Instead of just selling tires, if we can compare, we're selling the entire car today. So it's a marketing solution for real estate, basically. So it eased the process. It increased revenue for ourselves. So we think we have really found the way to promote our technology.
In terms of the cost, will it cost also this turnkey solution that you've come with? Is it in terms of cost? Is it cost more?
Yeah,
for the customer?
exactly.
Yeah, it costs more. Okay.
Yeah, for an
so you have a higher margin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
Excellent. Now, before let's take a look at some questions. Some questions here from Louis. I'll let you take in this, Mr. Lemire. Louis is asking, I'd like to know if it's time to buy Urbanimmersive. Thanks. So what would you tell them, Louis?
It's a good question because we started this company in 2007 and we're pretty early, very innovative. What we see today, it's a good time to buy. I think that you take a look at Zillow buying Trulia. There's also other very major transaction right now in the United States in terms of what we call the digital real estate market. There's big players, a lot of investment. When you take a look on the offer for the consumer, practically all the web portals look the same. They have photos, they have text description of the house for sale. Basically, they all having the same information. So how real estate banners or web portals that indicate all the listings, how they can compete with major like this is by the visual content. And I think that the visual content, the immersive visual content that we propose to the market will be the next phase for, the next 5 years, 10 years will be the big movement in the digital real estate. And we see, we have seen Facebook buying Oculus for $2 billion. Mark was saying that, immersive environment will be part of the future of the internet, will be part of our day-to-day life. Real estate will be part of that. And Urbanimmersive today, we have the leading position in the market. Today we are presenting the biggest inventory of home for sales with immersive technology. So we're proud of that. We want to still the leader, and we're well positioned to benefit from this trend that we see right now in the real estate market. The trend is definitely to find ways of capturing the consumer attention on the web, and it will be with interactive and immersive visual content. We're there, we're ready to go.
Excellent. Now we have you mentioned Trulia here. Just wanted to see here to show our viewers here. We have Trulia graph here that was acquired. Trulia received an offer.
Yeah.
So we know that you wanted to get into the United States real estate sector. So how do you interpret the fact that Trulia has received an offer? We're talking about billions of dollars.
It's amazing. I mean, if you take also Zillow has such a value. I mean, during the summer, you can see the stock went up more than $100. It's amazing. The buzz surrounding real estate portals is there in the United States. There's no doubt. For us, it's helping us because basically, it's saying to all the other competitors of Trulia and Zillow, all the real estate portals and so on, hey, come on, if you want to beat them, you need to have something distinctive.
Yeah.
And we're bringing the solution.
Okay. How would you explain your when I was looking at your company, I was doing the analysis. I was like, Urban Immersive is strong in Quebec. They have APCHQ, they have several brokers, Sutton, Remax. But why don't they focus on Western Canada instead to grow, or why do you want to go into the US straight up?
Well, we still have a lot of work to do in Quebec.
Okay.
I think we can increase our business there, but for sure, the real business for our technology is in the US.
Why you say so?
You also talk about West Canada. For sure, we're not targeting specifically a geographical region. We're targeting different types of customer. And
what type of customers mostly?
Real estate portals. It could be banners like Remax and so on. Could be also small companies that just have real estate portals. Could be renting and so on. So there's many of them, a lot of them. And the volume is in the US for sure. But that doesn't mean that we're not taking care of the West Canada. It's a natural fit for us. Quebec, Ontario, and Vancouver. It's easy to talk to people, but for sure the volume is really in the US.
And now with Zillow and Trulia, in the last interview, you mentioned that you don't see them as competitors, you see them as potential partners, I would say.
Yeah.
Do you still consider, do you think it's still a good thing, or have you changed your mind?
No, I haven't changed my mind. It could be potential partners here. They're definitely not competitors, because we're offering immersive technology, and what they're offering is listing. It's so no, I think they're really helping the market right now. They're really waking up people, saying, okay, there's something we need to do if we want to have the success on the web, and we're there with a solution.
Excellent. Now, what other actions have you taken since the last interview to actually properly position yourself in the US? Have you attended some shows? Have you talked to some web portals, people there, or what have you done?
We're a small company, so we need to take care of our expense. So now we are limiting our trade shows. We're participating in terms of going to the trade shows and meeting people. But what we have really focused on is developing our network of people, network of contact. And if you take a look on one of the press release we've done, I think it's in August, we appointed a new board member on our board, Charles Drouin. Charles has a very large network of contacts in the United States. He's already serving many real estate, multiple MLS, multiple listing systems. Basically, his company is serving more than 100,000 real estate agents. So for sure, this is helping us to meet people and initiate discussion and faster. So it's part of our strategy right now.
Excellent.
What we have created here in Quebec is really easy to export in the US. It's just a question of contact and being sitting in front of the right person.
Excellent.
It's always that in technology, by the way.
Definitely. I can tell, because we have developed also a technology. Now, last question, Mr. Lemire, and what's your biggest challenge right now in terms of the growth strategy that you have laid forward? For 2014, 2015, what do you see as the biggest challenge? Is it financing? Is it growing the technology? Is it finding some partners? What is it?
Our biggest challenge 1 year, 2 years ago was to create the best technology and make sure that customers like it and that we're going to succeed to sell it. Today we have the proof with the APCHQ that a major one can really endorse and stamp our technology. So now with this contract and other discussions that are ongoing, our biggest challenge will definitely be to manage the growth. So we're turning the positive part of our story right now. We do have something to sell. It's ready to sell. We have major customer going in it. So it's going to be the fun part of the story. And it was about time, by the way, because a lot of people ask me why the stock doesn't have any volume. Why it's only turning on 2 cents, 10 cents, 50 cents. Basically, my answer is that how can you promote a company that you haven't found the receipt, the receipt of success. So, so the company was not promoted. Basically, it took much more longer than we thought to arrive where we are today. But now that we are there, it's becoming much more fun and pleasant to talk about the company and make sure that investor will have a return on investment on their investment for sure.
Excellent. So we definitely look forward to hear back more of the fun story that is just starting for Urban Immersive. Don't hesitate to come by.
Thank you.
And as I said, for me, technically speaking, the buying point on Urban Immersive is around 15 cents. Thank you, Mr. Lemire, and we look forward to hear back from you.